Scaling and growing social media accounts is the best way that you can create money online in 2024. People are growing accounts to millions of followers and making tens of thousands of dollars in the process. The problem is, a lot of niches these days are extremely saturated, and it's very hard to get started in them. That's where today's video comes into play. In today's video, I'll reveal a crazy niche that I guarantee you won't have seen before. After this, we'll do everything from scripting to generating to editing, so by the time this video is up, you'll have a viral video ready to post. Look at this TikTok page. They're posting in this Fortnite news niche, and every single video is pulling in thousands of views. I'll play you one of their videos so that you get an understanding.
How Donald Pump was almost W-keyed and 200 pumped at his Lazy Links golf course earlier today. A few hours ago, Donald Pump was playing golf with his clanmates when suddenly a duo of low-level defaults dropped into Lazy Links, trying to stream snipe him.
Alright, so I'm guessing you get the idea. If you really want to take TikTok seriously, then join my Skool community. Also, if you're outside the creativity program regions, I want to access the program. I have accounts in this video description. Also, in this video description, there is a Google Doc full of everything we're going to use. Let's get to work. We want to head to ChatGPT and ask the AI for 10 upcoming events that we can make a news report about. Using ChatGPT each day means we can come up with infinite ideas. As you can see, the AI has left us some ideas, and I'll go with this one that talks about the upcoming US election. I want to copy the prompt and paste it back into the AI. I now want to really quickly ask the AI to come up with a Fortnite-themed paragraph. I'll make sure this is 1,000 characters, and also that it has a unique sort of wording. If you guys want the full prompt, I'll leave it in the Google Doc. As you can see, the AI has left us with a paragraph that we're going to use. If you like the paragraph, copy it, and we can really quickly generate our voiceover. To generate our voiceover, head to ElevenLabs using the link in the Google Doc. Once you're here, you firstly want to start by pasting the script into the text box. Once it's in place, you want to hit this drop-down and find the voice called Adam. This is the default voice you hear all over TikTok. With that done, generate your video and then download it when it's done. We now need to edit this voiceover. Head to CapCut and start by importing the voiceover. Once it's in place, you want to drag it until time and like so. We now need to zoom in on different parts of the voiceover. As you can see, there's these gaps of dead air that we need to remove as they make her video boring. Zoom in on them and hit B on your keyboard to start removing them. Click either side and then hit A. Now select it and drag the voiceover back together. You now need to repeat this for your entire voiceover. I'll go ahead and skip to the next step. We now need to generate a few more images that we're going to play throughout our video. Swing back to ChatGPT, and I'll start by asking the AI for Leonardo image prompts for every sentence in the script. As you can see, the AI has given us some prompts. I'm going to ask for some more, and we can begin to generate our images when these are done. With these done, copy the first one, and we can now generate them. To do this, head to Leonardo AI through the link in the Google Doc. Once on here, hit image creation in the middle of your screen. On this next page, we need to change a few settings before we start generating our image. Starting with the preset, you want to change the preset to Leonardo Phoenix. This is the best one for generating these sorts of images. Now scroll down and set the generation quality to the highest setting you can. Now the next thing you want to change are the image dimensions. Hit this More button, and on the next page, select TikTok. With all your settings in place, we can go ahead and start generating our images. Swing back to ChatGPT and start by copying over your first prompt. Now head back to Leonardo and head to the generation box. Paste in your prompt and hit generate. I'll skip to when this process is done. As you can see, we have been left with these insane Fortnite images, and I think these look really good. If you're happy with them, you need to go ahead and copy over every single image prompt until you have tons of images that we can use for our video. The more images, the better. I'll skip to when this is done. We now have all of our images, so we want to upscale them. Hover over the images and select this button here. Click through on the next page, and this will leave you with an upscaled image that's more HD than the original. Alright guys, you want to go ahead and repeat this process with every image that's in our video. Select them and upscale them. I'll skip to when this is done. As you can see, we now have all of our upscaled images, so we want to go ahead and download them all. Just select them all in Leonardo and download them all together. We now have our images and voiceover, so we can go ahead and edit our video. Before we do this, I want to talk about my Skool community. If you guys are struggling to go viral, then this is the place for you. We have a full TikTok guide, as well as much more. Check it out in the video's description. Once you're on CapCut, start by importing everything we've gathered throughout the video. We now need to add in the Leonardo images. I'm going to drag these over parts in the voiceover that would be relevant to the images. Make sure the duration is perfect as well. I'll fast forward this bit, but I'm basically adding an image where I see relevant to the voiceover. Now that it's done, we need to add an animation to each image to make them move. Head to animation in the top right and hit on combo. You now want to pick a different animation for every image in this timeline. That's how you animate and overlay images. Now let's add text to the video. Go to text in the top left of CapCut. Click Auto Captions. On the next page, hit Generate. If this turns out to be a pro feature, don't worry, as I'll show you how to add captions for free at the end of this video. Once the captions are generated, select them all, then head to the top right of CapCut. Click on Templates to easily edit the text. Since this is a joke video, I'll choose anything with bright colors, as it matches the mood. You can see I've gone with a template that reveals the text one word at a time, making the video more engaging. With the text done, let's add some effects. Go to Effects in the top left of CapCut. The first effect I recommend is called Gold Dust. Once you've found it, drag it onto the timeline over the video. Now head to the top right and lower the atmosphere a bit so the effect isn't too intense. I think this has worked out well. The next effect I'll add is Firefly. Drag it onto the images this time like we did with the fog. Once again, lower the atmosphere slightly, just like before. Feel free to adjust these sliders to your liking, but once you're happy, we can move on to the next step. With the effects done, the final step is to add an adjustment. Go to Adjustment in the top left. On the next page, apply a custom adjustment to the entire video by dragging the slider to cover the full timeline. Now, in the top right, lower the exposure to make the video darker. Finally, scroll down and increase the vignette slider to around 20. I also forgot to add an effect. You want to find this one called Black Noise and add it to the main part of your timeline. This will add a grainy effect that looks really good. Our video is done now, so you can go ahead and export it. Here's the finished result.
The 2024 Fortnite Island election is popping off, and the competition is fiercer than ever. Donald Pump is building his way to the top, dropping walls like he's got infinite mats, but Kamala K.O. Harris isn't backing down. She's gliding in with full shields, ready to shockwave right past the competition. Lil V-Power and Bernie Blaze are grabbing loot and stacking up votes, but this is no regular match. It's a battle royale. Kamala's been picking up momentum with some clutch moves, while Pump's trying to hold the high ground. As the storm closes in, alliances are shifting, and eliminations are looming. Will K.O. Harris land that final headshot, or will Donald Pump crank his 90s to the top spot? Only one can claim the victory royale in this wild 2024 showdown for Fortnite Island.
That's all for today's video. If you want to learn how to monetize this properly, then join my Skool community. Bye.